Always know your limits, knowing enough is enough. Move beyond the gimmicks, never falling for the bluff. Counterculture sees the vulture in the culture of hip-hop. So we aim for the mark, but we know when to stop. History is littered with the ones who couldn't cease, who conquered every enemy and still can find no peace. Alexander whipped when there were no more worlds to take. His army begged for home, but he was wide awake with hunger that had no end, a fire that wouldn't die. He pushed them further to push them harder, watch his allies sign. And he died in Babylon, not from an enemy blade, but from the exhaustion of an empire that he made. Too vast, too fast, too far from home, too much to hold. The lesson of his limit is a story that grows old but never dies, because we still repeat the same mistake. We win, we push, we grab for more, we stay awake, planning the next move before the last one's even set, until the very thing we built becomes the fatal net. The CEO who doubles down after the record year acquires, expands until the debt becomes the fear. The artist who keeps releasing never lets the work breathe until the audience is numb and there's nothing left to believe. The general who crushes one army then pursues the next until his lines are stretched so thin they're easily wrecked. Enough is enough, it's not a failure, it's an art. The wisdom to stop moving is the wisdom of the heart that knows that more is not the same as better, not the same as lasting, not the same as building an enduring name. Always know your limits, knowing enough is enough. Move beyond the gimmicks, never falling for the bluff. Counterculture sees the vulture in the culture of hip-hop. So we aim for the mark, but we know when to stop. On the corner where I grew up, there was a legend named Dwayne who built an empire from nothing through the struggle and the pain. He started with a nickel bag, moved up to weight and more, had the whole block running for him. Every dealer kept the score. By 30, he had million stashed properties and land. Could have walked away and left it all to someone else's hand, but Dwayne wanted more, wanted the next block, the next town, wanted every territory from the Bronx to Chi-Town. He pushed into another crew space, a family with roots who didn't move for strangers in their expensive suits. They warned him once, they warned him twice, they showed him respect, but Dwayne mistook their patience for a weakness to correct. One night in October when the autumn leaves were falling, they found Dwayne in his favorite spot, no need for calling. The ambulance, the coroner, the news, the family's tears, because Dwayne forgot the lesson he had known for years. Enough is enough, it's not a ceiling, it's a floor, a foundation to stand on, not a challenge for the war. He had the crown, he had the weight, he had the whole respect, but he couldn't stop the engine, couldn't pause, couldn't deflect. The hunger that had built him up became the thing that killed. The same fire that forges steel can leave an empire chilled. And now we stand inside the machine, the generative age, where every creator wrestles with the infinite stage. A possibility of output of the endless generation of content, style, and sound. An endless replication. I've watched producers rise like suns that sound a fresh new dawn, and watched them burn out just as fast. Their best work already gone because they couldn't stop releasing, couldn't let the well refill. They flooded every platform, every algorithm's till they found the audience grew numb until the magic died, until the very thing they loved became the thing they tried to escape from, to get away from, to forget they ever knew. Cause the artist wouldn't stop, wouldn't let the work be through. Counterculture understands the lesson of the sage. The mark is not the finish line, it's a stopping page. You hit it, you acknowledge it, you breathe and then you rest. You let the work stand on its own, you let it pass the test of time, of absence of the space that makes the heart go on. You don't keep pouring until the well is empty and beyond. In the AI age, the greatest skill is knowing when to cease, when to let the silence settle, when to let the output peace. Cause the machine will keep on spinning, will keep on generating long after you lost the plot, the soul, the reason for the song. Enough is enough, it's not a limit, it's a guard against becoming just another voice in the digital yard that nobody remembers because nobody had time to miss you, to want you back, to feel your absence like a rhyme that needs completion, needs return, needs your specific grace. The stopping point is where you win the whole damn human race.